All right, you guys. I just wanted to connect with you all real quick before going home. I told you all that I'm going to step my game up in regard to building a stronger foundation with you all. I know that it's not always about creating content, uploading it, and letting that be. I have to engage with you guys. I have to engage with you guys in a lot of other different ways as well in order to build that trust. I want to thank my newest follower. I had 111. One fell off. I was down to 110. And then I checked my platform earlier today and I seen that I had a new follower. So thank you very much for joining. And I know there's no one in here now, but I'm just going to continue talking. Um, I'm having a fabulous morning and I want to spread that energy to my people out there, especially my people of addiction. And I'm going to take relapse out of the equation. I'm going to call it addiction and recovery real soon. But anyway, you guys know that I'm in the process of moving and well, wait, should I wait until people get in here before I start, telling stuff? I'll wait and see if I get some attention. Then, I went live a couple of times. I need to, continue doing this, do my research and go from there. I'm definitely going to be engaging with you guys and hopefully you all engage back. Especially all of my I hate to keep calling you guys addicts, but, that's what I don't want to say that's what we are, but I am that, but I'm just non-active at this point. I'm dormant and hopefully I remain that way. And I'm doing good for myself. And I hope that my people of addiction and recovery are, doing great for themselves as well. If you are in that relapse phase, just know that everything will be okay. I was once there as well. I was beyond 6 feet under in regard to my grave. And with these nails and these fingers and my toes and feet, I dug my way out of that grave. And I'm a living, walking example that it can be done. I'm over 90 days clean. I'm 107 or 108 days clean from methamphetamine, you guys. And I kind of want to get a little teary-eyed. And I do apologize. I'm a Scorpio. These things happen. I get emotional. And plus, I'm not doing drugs, so I'm able to feel my emotions a lot more. But I want to... It's 11:11. I'm just spiritually contracted to do this. And I really do want to reach out to my addicts out there. And I know that I haven't been engaging with you guys like I should. And I do apologize. A lot now that I'm learning about myself. I told you guys I'm ADHD. And along the way, I've been noticing my symptoms. And not only has my addiction affected my speech, but so does my ADHD. And I notice it when I play my videos back. And you guys, sometimes when I try to record content, not only for you all, but for my other platforms, I have to I'm doing it over and over and over again because in my head, in the ADHD mind of mine, feel like I'm just, I tell myself ahead of time, I'm already going to fuck up, and that's what I do. I end up messing up, and my word placement is just not like it used to be. I used to be really good at English back in my days, and I was so good at word placement to the point where my then best friend was a little jealous of me. And I can't remember their words verbatim, but I recall them saying after we got scores on our English test, and I scored high and they didn't, I can't stand you, you're good at that. And I was a nerd back in my days, and I missed that side of me. And thanks to Recovia, the program that I graduated from. Hello. I'm sorry. Hi. I am not sure how to operate any of this stuff. I see that a Monisha Bear says, hey. Thank you so much for reaching out. It's people such as yourself that keep me in this platform going. I was so ignorant at the fact that a YouTube expert reached out to me in regard to SEO monetizing my content, which could reach out to a lot of more you guys. And I'm thinking in my head that I can do all of this by myself without any help. And reading the big book, which is centered around Alcoholic Anonymous, but it deals with all aspects of addiction, it's teaching me so much in regard to living by example. And for one, I am definitely going to fund my cause in regard to my platforms. The big book did not exceed 1,450,000 copies without any type of funding. I don't care if it was contributions, whatever the case may be, money was put towards that damn cause. And the fact that a YouTube expert reached out to me in regard to SEO monetizing my content because they see the value in my platform and they see the value in the message that I'm trying to put out in the world, I hopefully I didn't fuck it up. My response to that individual was very anal. I'm thinking no one can be God, but I'm thinking that I can do this pro bono or whatever. But my angelic numbers has been telling me that collaborations are going to come into my life, and I'm being less than smart in 3D conscious mode instead of 5D. And my response was so 5D to that YouTube expert. This is such a huge blessing for me and for you guys and for this platform. I want to take y'all to where I'm going to be moving to, which is not far from where I'm at now. I'm across the street from where I live now, but I have a good friend that's into fashion and all this, and I got that friend into fashion by watching a show. Maybe some of you guys remember House of Style with Etha Clinch or something like that. Anyway, this friend is going to help me in regard to a background for you guys, not only for you guys, but for myself. There's going to be a lot of color moving forward. There's going to be a lot of visuals in the background. I'm ADHD, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I love my color. I like different things that a lot of people, I'm just gonna shock you guys. I'm gonna shock my own self, to be honest with you, because oh my God. Anyway, I went to take some things to the food pantry that are no longer serving me, old clothes and whatever else. I've been on a rampage in regard to getting rid of stuff on Facebook Marketplace because I don't want anything that I have experienced in my walk with methamphetamine coming anywhere with me while I'm, moving forward. Like the couch that I sleep on, I've done all type of things on that couch, smoked meth and just dealt with scallywags and all that. No, I do not want that coming, with me. So someone else can have that. But I'm so, I'm sorry, you guys, ADHD. But myself, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Miss Mo. Miss Mo is Real Talk Recovery on pretty much all of her platforms, including Podbean. She's here on YouTube as well. She does tarot and stuff like that, but she also is a sober master coach. We are pretty much partners in crime, so to speak, and we have brainstormed in regard to some things that the people of addiction and recovery could utilize. And we brainstormed some pretty awesome things. And I don't want to foreshadow because people will steal your ideas. And I don't want that to happen. I'm definitely working on merch, and I'm definitely working in regard to companies that I can, what is the name of it? Drop shipping or something like that. But I researched some different companies in regard to my niche, addiction and recovery, and they're out there. There's a gang of companies that center around this niche, and there's hats, there's all type of stuff. I don't want to say too much, but it gives me it gives me additional ideas from the ideas that I already have for you guys. And like I said, I have a good friend that's into fashion. This friend also creates their own clothing. Very not to curse, but my friend is badass in regard to what the fuck they do. I reached out to my friend in regard to my idea, because I'm branding LLS. I'm not sure if you guys remember what LLS means, but LLS means love, light, and support of oneself and each other. I'm taking that to a whole different level in regard to shirts. And I was going to take it there in regard to addiction, relapse, and recovery. And my friend critiqued me. And I'm glad that they did, because I don't want to produce anything for you guys that I wouldn't wear. More or less deliver a message that, how can I say it? I just don't want to deliver that message that relapse has to be a part of a person's recovery, because it doesn't. And I had a therapist in my life that I no longer deal with, but they told me those particular words and it stuck with me. Relapse does not have to be a part of my recovery, and it hasn't been since, damn, when did I go sober? Oh my God, it's in my calendar. But 107 days clean from perversion, porn, scallywags, meth, that world in general. That's a huge accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment for any addict out there. And this is why I take the time out of my life to sit wherever I'm sitting at and reach out to you guys. I know that I'm not an expert in this field, but with what little, well, shit, there is no little. I have a lot of experience in regard to the drug world. I've been at this since my Vegas years. So, you know, whatever I can put out there to prevent anyone, you don't have to be an addict. You can be thinking about entering into the drug world. I haven't even showed you guys the scars that I've, how can I say it? I just haven't showed you guys the scars that I have, I don't want to say accumulated, but I have a lot of scars from methamphetamine abuse that I think you guys need to see, because it's real. Oh, I'm sorry. Cynthia, hi, I do apologize. 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh, someone asked me if I can give them a shout out. I do apologize, you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to navigate the live features, and that's my fault, because I need to educate myself on that. I thank the person that gives me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Even if you're not here, official _George 3, I'm giving you that shout out. Thank you very much for just stopping by. I appreciate your energies. Again, official _George, JORG, and the number 3. You know, check them out. I'm not sure if they have a platform here on YouTube, you guys, but I don't mind shouting you guys out, because y'all have been there for me from the beginning in regard to my addiction and some of everything else. My platform isn't just my platform. My platform is our platform. I'm not just moving within the middle of this month. We're all moving from this bitch in the middle of the month. So I don't think of it as just me. I think of it as you guys as well. That's why I'm going to improve things after I move. I should have been doing this a long time ago, but you know, a fear and a lot of other different things have pretty much come in the way of me reaching out to you guys the way that I should have been reaching out to you guys a long time ago. And I apologize for that. That's why I'm here now, to build that trust with you guys. My platform, I want it to be a safe haven for anyone out there. I mean, there's plenty of content on YouTube alone showing people in their addiction, looking a hot fucking mess, sweaty and all, what is that show on YouTube that's they film here in Phoenix. They show you guys, and I'm glad that they do it because I come from addiction. Well, no, I didn't. I come from a good upbringing. Addiction came along, along later down the road. But I'm glad that that particular show here on YouTube shows the underground in regard to addiction here in Phoenix, because baby, while I was out doing, running my errands or whatever, I went to some familiar territories to return some, things, and I used to do drugs in, that part, in those particular areas. And I'm looking at scallywags leaning up against the wall, nodding off. It's hot. It's hot out here. I mean, they leaning against the wall, stuck in one position. I mean, this is Phoenix, Arizona. Even though I was out, what time did I see this shit? Maybe around 9 something, close to 10. Even though I was still out early, it still gets hot out here. And to see people either standing or sitting, nodding off, it annoys me. You're that much into your addiction to the point where, I mean, shit, if you're nodding off like that, you're not drinking any water. So, I mean, my thing is, I'm such a huge empath, and I know I'm here to do God's work, but it's draining. I can't save everybody, and to see people in their addictions the way that I see them, because again, I'm not trying to pop my collar, but I am. I'm a totally different human being from a lot of you guys. I frequent on a whole different level, and it's kind of hard to explain, but it's not. What I'm not going to do is shy away from my spirituality. That's what the fuck I'm not going to do. I navigate the world with spiritual eyes, and when you navigate the world with spiritual eyes, you see shit that you honestly don't want to see. You see the true character in people and some of everything else. And I'm glad that I have these spirits. We all have gifts. We're animals to a degree. Animals have some extraordinary gifts. Shit, some of them spit out motherfucking venom, and some of them camouflage, and just extraordinary gifts. We have extraordinary spiritual gifts that I don't want to shy away from. I want to dive deep in regard to the gifts that the universe and or source has given me. And the fact that I can navigate the world with spiritual eyes, and it's hard to navigate the world. It's hard to navigate in a world where people are just still asleep, and hopefully some of you guys understand where I'm coming from, because half of the world is just still asleep, and they look at people such as myself that is awake as crazy, because we see and feel shit that they don't. And that's not my fault that they can't. Anyway, oh my god. But anyway, after seeing these addicts earlier today in their addictions, it prompted me to park where I'm at right now and reach out to somebody, you guys. And oh my god, it's a really, man, there's so much help out here. That's my whole thing, but all of the help geared towards helping people with addictions. But I understand, I didn't want that help either. It took a little push from a friend of mine in order for me to reach out to 12-step, and I dove into that. Shortly after diving into 12-step, I went to Recovia, and after that 18 weeks, I graduated from their intensive care program, and I'm continuing that support through my primary doctor's office in regard to supportive care. I'm not too good to go to Recovia supportive care, but they've given me enough tools to apply to my life moving forward. They can only do so much for me. There are other individuals in this world that have severity levels in regard to their addiction that surpass mine, that could utilize those seats that I used to occupy. I used to hold back in group, and I still do, because I'm up here in regard to my vibrations. And a lot of people in 12-step and the groups that I used to attend at Recovia were way down here. And I didn't want to make anyone feel a particular way because I'm happy. There are so many people in this world that are so miserable ass bitches, excuse my French, miserable. And I don't want to be miserable. I've been there before. And I'm so happy right now that I just want to share that positivity, especially with those addicts. Y'all need so much positive influence. The world that you're living in regard to the matrix, the drug matrix, has y'all so, oh my God, so convinced that that life is where it's at. I was convinced that, but let me tell y'all something. When I used to blow methamphetamine clouds, that shit used to, oh my God, would cover half the whole motherfucking room type shit. And I would get appraised for blowing big ass meth clouds. And I thought that I was the shit because I could blow big meth clouds. And now that I'm out of that world and I'm sitting here talking to you guys, what the fuck? I mean, that does not make me anybody because I can blow big meth clouds. And oh my God, I'm just so happy that I'm not a part of that world anymore. Oh my goodness. Just to think of the shit that I put myself through in order to get methamphetamine, to pick up scallywags so I can have sex with them and watching pornography and all. I'm so glad I haven't even touched myself in 107 days. I'm so glad I haven't touched nobody else in 107 days. I'm going to continue my semen retention because it's not only beneficial for men, but I'm now hearing it's very beneficial for women as well. And I'm learning via YouTube how to not necessarily cook my semen, but how to, I guess, warm it up and send it from the testicles up to my spine. And, you know, I know I'm probably describing it wrong, but I'm not. I'm on the right page. I'm not the right page, but I'm on the right path in regard to how it was explained in the video. But I'm seeing how beneficial semen retention is. I'm more powerful than what the fuck. If I can hold back from sex and masturbation and porn and all of that for 107 days, then I know I can go years without having to worry about sexual activity. Sexual activity is sex is sexual energy, is some of the strongest energy that we have out here. And to elude all of that and not care about it, that's power. You know, right now somebody spread eagle getting pumped, you know, and not being funny, but they getting pumped. And, you know, the fact that I'm not doing all this, bobbing my head up and down, that's what I was about in regard to the meth world. I was a sexual deviant. I was a human rug. I was walked over. There were some stories that I haven't even told. I did tell the story to my ex co-worker in regard to some situations that I put my own self in while under the influence of methamphetamine. I will share it here with you guys. On about 3 occasions while under the influence of methamphetamine, while performing oral sex, and I thank Wendy Williams because I seen her live in Vegas, and she explained the situation that she did that she shouldn't have done, but she did it because she wanted to be liked or whatever. But anyway, I was giving oral sex on 3 different occasions, and each occasion, these individuals, they pooped in my face. And instead of me snapping the fuck out or leaving or, just defending myself, or I said a couple of words, I didn't stand in my power, and I continued. And it's kind of what Wendy Williams says she did when I seen her live in Vegas. I had to been at my lowest of lowest vibrations to allow that to happen to me on 3 separate occasions. I damn sure did not know myself. I damn sure did not know my power, and I damn sure did not know my worth to allow someone. And I didn't cry about it or anything, like I am now. But I thought about it after those situations had happened. How could another human being do that to another human being? And this is what, yeah, I just did not understand that. And how could I allow this to happen? I know why I allowed it to happen, because I did not know myself. I did not know my worth. And when people don't know their worth, they will do anything to feel accepted or get some form of validation. And the fact that I allowed that to happen to me, this is why I shared this story, because not only are addicts being I can't think of the word, but think of all of the individuals that's a part of sex trafficking that are being ridiculed. What is that damn word? I can't think of it, but they're being humiliated. And it's all because they don't know their self-worth. They're being pissed on, they're being shit on, they're being slapped, they're being gang banged. I mean, they're going through a lot of stuff. Probably far worse than what the hell I just explained to you guys. And it's not right. And this is pretty much why I shared that story. And to be even more gross, I think on one occasion, it was smelly in regard to the poop. But I, after a couple of minutes, continued on doing what I was doing. That's how low in my vibrations I was, you guys. I was really that low. And the fact that I risen from that says a lot about me. And I want to help that addict out there, because I know that some of y'all are good. Some of y'all are going through it. When I was in my addiction, I seen women getting I don't want to say beat up by their men or whatever, insecure men, but a lot of people in addiction go through a lot of humiliating moments, and they don't have to. But once again, that worth, they don't know it. And like I said, I'm not an expert, but if I can help you guys reach your worth the best way that I can, then that's what I'm going to do, because I'm spiritually contracted to do that. I have to do God's work, regardless if I want to or not. And I do. But there are times when I'm extremely drained from it all, because I have so many people coming at me wanting energies from me. And it is extremely draining, especially when you are the type of empath that I am. I have a lot of people in my life that drain the fuck out of me. And it gets on my nerves. So I'm creating protective barriers for myself in order to preserve my damn energies. Simple as that. Anyway, I do apologize if I'm rambling, but that's what I'm supposed to do. I can't engage if I'm quiet. But I'm not going to hold you guys for too long. I see there's still one person in here. I do want to thank each and every last person that did engage, come through, left, or whatever. I thank the person that gave me a thumbs up. I thank you that's still in here, whoever you are. Thank you very much. It's people such as yourself that keep me going. What is your name, by the way? Are you Cynthia? Hold on, let me see if I can press this. I don't want to fucking it up. Okay, it won't show me who you are. I'm trying to press the little icon and it's not. Okay, who are you? Engage with me just for a second. Where are you from? Or do you have the option to engage with me? Are you a follower of mine and or the non? See, you guys can't be coy with me. I'm trying to engage, and now I don't. Y'all don't have to do anything, but it would be nice to know who you guys are. Don't be coy. But thank you anyway, whoever you are. I appreciate you. So are you a part of addiction and recovery, or do you possibly know someone that's going through addiction or whatever, or are you a supporter of it? It doesn't really matter. I mean, you're here, so obviously you're a supporter in some form or way, and I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Anyway, you guys, I am going to head back over to this place that I call home for now, and get some things done. The more that I pack or whatever, the more that I could be ready. What is that? Oh, that saying, you don't have to get ready if you. I stay ready. You don't have to be ready. I done fucked all that up. But the more that I stay on top of game, the more that I stay on top of game, the more that I don't have to worry about anything. So when it's time to move, I can get the hell up out of Dodge and get to my new place and start my new life. But anyway, thank you guys very much. I really do appreciate the love. I will be going live with you guys more often. And, there's a lot of things coming, coming ahead, moving forward. All right. Thank you for still engaging. I really do appreciate it. I hate to, leave and, have you still here, but mama has to go. I got to make things happen. But namaste. Much love to all of my addicts in the world that are still suffering in silence due to addiction. 107 days I have been clean from it all. And you guys can do it too. I wish that I could give you my energies in order to support you on your journey, but I will be dead at the end of the day. So make it happen for yourselves. All right. Until then, namaste. Much love to you who are still in here. And matter of fact, before you leave, I have a very good connection with the universe. I am asking the universe right now, live, to bless you and continue to bless you with abundance of, no, not only bless you, but bless you and yours with abundance and whatever else. So universe, I'm putting that out, and, take it from there. All right, you guys, much love. Thank you. And